Hey y'all, welcome to My Way Mysteries, the channel that brings you interdimensional content, which means that the readings are from a broad and expanded point of view as they are channeled through vast dimensions of space and time and therefore should resonate with you guys whenever you come across them. This is going to be a love reading. I've done a record of private love readings in this week. I have never attracted so many love and relationship personal readings. And the energy is still like coming up, so I'm gonna do a collective reading that is a love reading. So the energy I'm feeling now, if you are single, think of this as kind of like a possible upcoming relationship. If you are with someone, then this is your person. Yeah, it is feeling like, I'm gonna be explaining it from a point of view of you are going to meet someone who blah 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 blah. And for those of you who are in a relationship, you are going to realize these aspects within your person. And some of you, maybe you have already realized them, but this reading is just gonna help you kind of realize them. Yeah, because for those of you in relationships, I'm hearing things have somewhat been very like challenging for a while. You're tired, man. It's like the end of the year, there's just been some stuff going on and you're kind of tired. And sometimes when things get really busy, be it the kids, whatever, it's hard to, see those special things about your person. And for those of you that are single, this is a person who you're going to meet, a person who you do not have to perform for. Like, you don't always have to be in your happy state, in your happy-go-lucky state. You can, there's days when you're just out of it. There's days when you want to be by yourself, and this person is going to understand that. This person is going to completely be cool with that. Why? Because they are an intuitive person. Because this relationship, again, if you're with someone, right, clearly your relationship is moving into this phase that I'm speaking about. And if you are single, this is the relationship you are attracting. This relationship does not follow the normal template of everyday relationships, or the template that society or this reality has given you about relationships. This relationship is going to be very intuitive. You're going to be able to change and mold and be like water, like Bruce Lee said. You're gonna be able to be like water. It's gonna teach you about flow. It's gonna make you understand, because society has taught you that a relationship is only working when it looks a certain way. Society has told you that your partner is only happy when you do certain things, when you do certain things in a certain way. But all of that is kind of gonna go out the window. You are meeting a person or moving into a state in your relationship where it's more intuitive, where it embodies flow, where it doesn't have to take a certain shape in order for you to feel safe. You feel safe even when it takes shapes that are not like any shape you've ever experienced before. There's a certain trust in this relationship also. And it's not just about trusting in terms of fidelity, but it's more like trusting that this person has your back, like trusting that this person loves you and acts accordingly like a person that loves someone. Trusting that you are emotionally safe with this person. Also, obviously, doing your part to ensure that you are emotionally safe, because being emotionally safe is not just the responsibility of your partner. You also have to grow yourself into a state of emotional maturity where some of that responsibility is your own. Um, but there's a sense of safety in this relationship with this person. Safety in being known, in being understood, and the safety of being able to still uncover parts of yourself that even you are not aware of. Not being afraid that change means it's over. Like, because change can also just mean the next step, the next wave, the next version of us type of thing. The masculine part of this relationship, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say the masculine part of the relationship, not the masculine person in the relationship, whatever. The masculine part of the relationship is moving into a state where they are comfortable with themselves. And when someone is comfortable with themselves, they become less like jittery. Do you understand? They no longer need to prove themselves so much outside of your union. They no longer need to do certain things to prove to themselves either that they deserve to be with you or that this is a safe space for them to be. You know, they don't have to act out. You are the masculine aspect of this relationship is moving into flow as efficiently as the feminine aspects of this relationship, because flow is quite a natural state for the feminine aspect of the relationship, but for the masculine state of the relationship or aspect of the relationship, it needs to feel safe. And like I said, there's a sense of safety in this relationship that is allowing for the masculine aspect of it to be more relaxed, more calm. For some of you, not constantly looking at the door or looking at, should I be making a plan if something goes down? Because you guys may not know that, but the masculine aspects tends to be like that. It tends to not want to be caught slipping if something happens. And so there's always this version that grows slower than the rest of the being because it's constantly looking back. It's constantly looking at a window, looking at an exit, looking at a door, type of thing. Because it doesn't want to be hurt. It doesn't want to be caught slipping. And that part of the masculine aspect is starting to relax. It's starting to feel safe, and you're the feminine aspects of the relationship is going to very much intuitively feel that is what's going to allow the feminine aspect to feel safer, because it no longer is able to detect this missing piece that is always looking somewhere else, that is always kind of like looking at an exit in case something happens. But finally, the masculine aspect is completely within the relationship. Finally, the masculine aspect is accepting the fact that it is within union and we're good to go. Yeah, there's gonna be an uncovering here of a new level of love, a love that was kind of encased, a love that was not a level of love that wasn't reachable, that was needing for an ascension in like frequency or vibration or in energy in order to be unlocked. The type of love that becomes free when people are not afraid, when people are not afraid of losing each other, when people are able to completely put themselves into a state of togetherness, into a state of union. And yeah, it allows for both parties to experience an awakening. So this is a love that creates an awakening. Um, and it also comes with like the Nine of Water, which is fulfilled desires. And with some of you, it also comes with like a sexual awakening, which completely makes sense. Like if you have a new level of trust that you've unlocked with someone, that is going to expand throughout the different spectrums of the relationship. It's going to expand throughout the different spectrums of the relationship, in the financial, in the raising the kids, in the sexual, intimate relationship with the person. Everything is just blooming, y'all. Like, everything is just blooming in your relationship. And everybody, or both the parties, are almost taking the place in their relationship that they were always supposed to be at. Like, because both parties can now completely be themselves. And if situations cause for one party to step out of themselves in order for balance to be maintained, it happens very naturally. It's not something that feels like you're stepping outside of yourself. It's something that feels like you are expanding your consciousness. You are expanding yourself to also embody a version of yourself that does this thing that is now new to you. And needless to say, there's less fights, there's less arguments. Communication is on point, and that is everything. To be honest, that's also what's making this like a magical experience, because there's communication. Yes, there's communication. There's this picture of Beyonce and Jay-Z, like I came across a couple of years ago. There's like a house burning, and then they're like having a conversation. I'm gonna put it here. And they're like having this conversation, and he's like listening. And God knows what she's saying, but you'll get it. Like, you've seen the picture, you get it. You must get it. And it's gonna go both ways. Um, you're gonna realize how open communication in a relationship honestly changes everything. Particularly, and when I say communication, I mean speaking and listening, being able to express but also take in. Yeah, that's what I have for you guys. It's a short reading. I am exhausted and it's hot as fuck. So that's what I have for you guys today. If the reading resonated, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to book a personal reading, all the information is in the description box. If you want to book a mentorship session, all the information is in the description box. Later, y'all.